Imagine this: someone strides in, assuming they're the hero, the savior for a shattered soul. They walk boldly into the ruins of your love, believing they have the power to fix what you couldn't, as if hearts were simply machines that could be mended with the right tools. They thought they'd be the one, the special person who could heal scars they barely comprehend, to tame a spirit that has already revealed its true nature. Oh, the innocence. The arrogance. What they didn't realize was that they were stepping into a labyrinth, one built by someone else. A house of mirrors, where each reflection reveals a different truth. They thought they saw the light, thought they held all the answers. But what they couldn't grasp, my friends, is that some people don't want to be fixed. Some people thrive in the chaos they create. People like your ex, who bask in manipulation, who find strength in twisted power games. And your replacement. They thought they'd change all that. They thought they'd be the exception. But oh, how wrong they were. There's a strange satisfaction, isn't there, watching from a distance as it all unravels. They believed they were stepping into a love story, a fairy tale where love conquers all, blind to the red flags, the warnings, the scars that wouldn't fade under their touch. They didn't understand that people don't change just because someone new walks in. And if they do, it's a mask of fragile facade that inevitably slips. Now here we are in the aftermath. Your replacement, who once looked at you with pity, perhaps even judgment, as though you were the problem, now stands exactly where you once stood. They begin to piece together the truth, bit by painful bit, just as you did. The broken promises, the shifting blame, the cracks in a dream that was never real. And now they're left holding the shattered remnants, realizing it was always just an illusion. But here's the twist: they're trapped. They thought they'd be different. They thought they'd be the one to rewrite the story, but instead they're caught in the same web your ex spun for you. And you're free. Free from the manipulation, free from the mind games, free to rebuild, to reclaim your peace. Because deep down you always knew the truth, didn't you? You knew nothing you did would ever be enough. You learned painfully that some people don't want love, they crave control. And while your replacement learns this the hard way, you're miles away, watching as they come to the same brutal realizations. Isn't it rich in irony? The very person who dismissed your struggles, who thought they could swoop in and fix everything, is now left to pick up the pieces. They're stuck in a loop, caught in a cycle they never understood, trying to change someone who refuses to change. Now, they're drowning in the same dark waters that you fought to survive. How fitting. They thought they were diving into a sea of love, only to find themselves engulfed in a whirlpool of despair. And as their naive optimism crumbles, they'll come to see how blind they truly were. They wanted to believe in a fairy tale ending, a magical cure for your ex's issues, hoping love would conquer all. But life isn't a fairy tale. It's a twisted circus, where the clowns wear the saddest masks. And their mask, it's slipping, revealing the painful truth beneath, that they were naive, foolish, and now find themselves alone amidst the ruins of their own illusions. Oh, they'll put on a brave face, smile, pretend everything is fine. But we know the truth, don't we? Behind closed doors, the tears will fall, doubts creeping in like shadows at night. They'll lie awake, wondering where it all went wrong, questioning every choice. And the cruelest truth of all, they weren't special. They were just another pawn in a game they never understood. Let them stew in that regret, simmer in the consequences of their choices. Meanwhile, you have a life to live, a happiness to pursue. Remember, my friends, this story isn't over. A new chapter is unfolding, one where you shine brighter than ever. And in the shadows, they'll always be haunted by the love they let slip away. So now, they find themselves in the grip of a harsh reality, a reality they once thought belonged only to you. They're lost in a maze they willingly stepped into, a trap they can't seem to escape, haunted by the shadows of their own choices. They thought they'd rewrite the script, that they'd conquer the chaos. But now, they're just a character in someone else's twisted play. Each day, the truth settles in deeper, creeping through the cracks of their denial like an unwelcome guest. They feel the weight of it in every word left unspoken, in every promise that's turned to dust, realizing just how carefully this illusion was crafted. You can almost see it, can't you? The sleepless nights, the silent questioning. They're wrestling with ghosts they never knew existed, reliving conversations, searching for a way to turn back time. They went in with certainty, with all the confidence of someone who'd never tasted the bitterness of deception. And now they understand what you went through, each piece of that painful puzzle falling into place, showing them the price of naivety. They might not admit it yet, but there's fear lurking in their eyes now. An unsettling realization that they're trapped. They believed they'd be the one to break the cycle, that they'd bring the peace your ex never knew. But they're learning slowly that control and chaos are the currencies your ex deals in, and anyone who tries to change that is doomed to be a casualty of their own hope. They're learning, painfully, that their love, no matter how strong, was never the answer. They're beginning to see the puppet strings, the subtle pulls and tugs they missed while they were busy seeing only what they wanted to see. And you're above it all, standing clear of the mess, watching as the story you once lived out plays again before your eyes. You've shed the weight of it, moved past the illusions, knowing the freedom that comes only after enduring the storm. You're no longer the one chasing, no longer the one bending to fit the image someone else wanted. You're free, and as they wrestle with the same web of manipulation, you're rising higher, claiming the peace you fought so hard for. Isn't it a strange justice? They believed they were the solution, that their love was the balm to heal it all. But now they're beginning to grasp the futility, the emptiness of fighting to save someone who doesn't want to be saved. They're living the consequences of their choices, tasting the same bitterness you once swallowed. And with every passing day, as they sink deeper into the tangled web, you rise. Free, unburdened, walking a path they can only dream of, watching them grapple with the truth that came too late. Let them stay there, lost in the labyrinth they chose. You have your own journey now, one that doesn't need validation or saving. You've walked through the fire, faced the lies, and come out stronger. And while they're tangled in the chaos, you're basking in the light of your newfound freedom. They're trapped in a cycle, but you're finally free.